You're Asrai Al-Gaib, my friend.
No,
like,
no. I got lucky ever since.
Tell me I'm going to die. Tell me I'm going to die.
No, you're not.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Zeta on defense, T1
with
on
how
attack.
I feel they play, I feel like Excrit's the more explosive one, and Laz
That's
being
right.
just the
Good luck in your next game as well, man.
one, if that makes sense, right?
I think you're absolutely right. And I think for me, the bigger
triple,
difference is I think
triple,
X-Curat's the better opper.
classic,
is the better, like,
and armor.
solo
We
dualist type.
Holding angles, kind of
got
player.
a thing that bounces down faster so they get it. Easier to pick up.
Sorry, Laz. I didn't mean to curse you there.
We start this off with a bit of tag damage on Zeta. Here on just a bit of decay though. Ooh, interesting pinch play that we see here from T1. So they put a lot of emphasis on B just to flush out Laz, as we saw, and then they back away after nothing gets scanned by that haunt.
But you have the trademark here on C, so Zeta's able to pause and wait this out to see if it is a fully confirmed C hit. It is not, and so they're able to continue holding this space outside of Rebel by
Okay, question mark crate over towards C.
He's got that ghost.
With the door opening as well, kind of question mark
so
crate
Zeta,
over towards B. Most people won't stick around.
Hasn't fully read that this is
And
potentially
question
a
mark
hit,
crate
but
over towards
T1's
A.
also
Solid
confused.
default at
Both
the
teams
moment
here
from
trying
T1.
to
We've got
get
a deeper
information,
smoke over
nobody
towards
giving
A. That creates a lot
much
of pressure over towards
and so
A. And then they group
left
up and we head
scrambling
over
to try to figure out
towards
exactly who's
the
going
pretty
where.
much empty
And for
C
Zeta, I
site.
think they get a little bit
Is
lucky
now
here
empty
that
C
T1
site.
doesn't continue their aggression towards
So
A.
lovely map control from
Now into
T1.
B. Laz is shifting in. This could be tough. Let's see if they're going to shift over to C through
Oh,
the door. Yep, they just scooch by. They're going to use a haunt to try to sell a bit of a fake. And it is a full-on C push now for T1.
That is not
that
the
was like,
smoke I
what,
want to see.
2 scans as well from the haunt. There's some
Not the
farm base,
smoke
so
I
that's
want
gonna
to
give
see.
them a lot of information that
Easy.
this
What
going
is
to be
this
that C
smoke?
play.
Oma
Now
flash
he
to
sent
heaven.
them.
It's
oh my
one.
gosh, Laz just gets blast packed by Saya player. Holds the angle, and they're still actually willing to fight this. Topsy's going to be there.
Oh, hold
Huron
up.
by himself.
They're pretty
Goes at the
strong.
stick right to actually reposition himself.
Yeah, okay.
And he actually
I
picks up
see.
the smoke. Not much juice left in the tank, as you can see on his meter. But
Hey,
he
shout out
can
to
at least
T1.
keep that isolation
Shout out
if
to
he
T1.
can,
They insta see
and
the
not first on to Rossi,
smoke getting
so
thrown from
everyone
there,
else
and they
just
just
pours
send it
in
forward.
and
They
punches
do
him,
not
so
want
that's
to be
gonna
stuck behind this
pistol here
smoke,
picked
just
up by
tanking
T1.
damage.
Yeah, this is quite an interesting pistol round, to be honest.
Good.
Both
Is a
teams
good
kinda
pistol
playing
round
with
for
each other
T1.
in terms
Map
of
control,
lack of
map control, map
information given
control.
over.
Fake pressure over towards B
And
to
then it's
cause
just enough
the
of a
rotate
fake
from
onto
wards
B
for
to
if there
violate
was
that
someone
extra
there, which
time.
there wasn't.
Zeta
And
opts
heavy
to try to
control of heaven.
over-aggress from
Didn't-
spawn.
Only
Send
thing
4
that
players
wasn't
that
great
way,
was the smoke.
and
It
T1
didn't really
just
matter because no one was
responds
there.
better. X-Curat good with his headhunter where Laz couldn't really find connections. I mean, a good blast pack by Saya to break open that space to also confirm the information that there were more players of Zeta there. That allowed T1 to come in. And now Zeta just taking the haunt down, but T1.
Why did I
wary
have to
of
be
this
right
angle. They set up
about
power,
Madrid?
try to
Dude,
get
it's
more
almost as if
confirmation.
I've been in a
Zeta's
team
just
and I
hiding, trying to
understand
set up a trap.
how hard it
This
is
could
to
work,
just
actually. If Laz
constantly
TP's out,
try and come
that's
up with
still
new stuff and show
3
all your
players in
stuff.
Zeta division waiting.
Most
really gonna
people,
be
most
checked
people in a
out.
team would have said
Now
the
they know
same,
that
but they
Dev's
didn't
gonna
want
be
to because they're
there.
in a team.
Actually,
They
just
didn't want to
doing
like
it by
create
himself.
excuses
He's getting
for
trapped around
something.
the corner here, but I mean they're all
I'll just
prepared
create the
for this, and that's gonna
excuses
be the
for
4K
them.
for X-Kid. Sure,
Okay,
pistol damage here from Zeta,
2
but
away
T1
from a
shrugged it
chamber
off.
ult, not too
Yeah,
bad.
this is really nicely handled by T1. They read this situation very, very well. Once
Yeah,
that
and they
toxic
can
screen is down,
they
X-Curat has a
throw
great
away
angle.
the marshal and we
Keeps
buy
the
into it.
distance
Yeah.
between him and his opponents. That's a big part of this situation. Is not giving over those close quarter battles. So those classics, those right clicks can really sing their swan song. Instead, it's the Vandal from X-Curat that does the heavy lifting for T1. Nicely thought out there.
Ooh,
Okay,
X-Kid.
up
He immediately
comes
picks up
out
the
nice
operator
and
here
early.
on
Dude, they got
attack.
so much money. Look how much money he's
Does this
got after
actually
buying
get
an
him
up
anything?
as well.
That's the question here, though. Saya player not waiting for an answer as he just charges right up. This could get a little bit bloody
Oh.
as Sugar Zero's around the corner
Well,
right
we-
now.
we
That's
buy
a
an up
2K
and we
for
we
them.
play like
Carly
this?
swings out as well. You do see that there is going to be Huron assisting.
Dude,
the
I
rest
feel
of
like
the
I'm
team,
watching
but this is
I
a full
feel like I'm
command overseen
watching
from
Na'Vi
T1.
with seen
Sugar
it.
Zero, hero moments. X-Grid still got on. The operator has to
Where
find another spot.
CNED will
Does
finally
have a
get an
rendezvous,
op out
2
and the rest of his
versus
team
1.
absolutely sends it
Maybe
and he's
for
left
someone
alone
to
with an op.
maybe push
Like,
him
guys,
while
what
he
the
tries
hell
to
is what the
plant
hell
that
have you
now.
all
Not
done?
gonna happen
I wanted
this
to get a
time.
pick.
But this is where it gets tricky. Now he's actively looking for a fight right here. They lined up, but not gonna work
Okay,
out.
nicely
The
done
dash,
from
that's
Zeta,
too good.
but they just hand gifted
This
him
is
an op,
honestly a
and
pretty
they
good round
played
for
so
T1.
fast.
I mean, yes,
He
you
didn't
could
have a chance to
concede
do
over the op.
anything with his
I
op.
thought maybe they'd consider saving it, but Xcure,
Poor
I
guy,
think,
man.
making a fine call in my
Give him
opinion,
at
to
least,
try to go for the
dude. Give him at
1v2.
least
Yeah,
like,
with that op, with how
give me
consistent
15
he's been these
seconds,
couple
please.
early
At least
rounds,
15 seconds.
you have an opportunity to really
Maybe I
break
can walk in
Zeta's
a little
back.
bit.
That's a good seize, but Sugar Zero able to find at least one out of it. A little bait and switch there from Zeta. That's what makes this comp difficult sometimes, is how
Yeah,
good
it is just the way the game is,
using
Leaf.
that speed
Pretty much.
maneuverability of the Neon against you, and there's often somebody there
Just
to back him up. Something Zeta has shown us
just
time
too
and time
easy to
again,
anti.
that
It's
they
cool
can
though,
play off the
and
back
it's
of
kind of
that
why I like
aggression
Valorant.
from
And I see
them
loads of
very
people
well.
that like
Xcure does have that
watch
2 to 4
CS.
this
Like
round, though, so
I saw like Launders
you
and
can
stuff
see
talking about like why do we
the
not
measure
play
of
much
misses from
officials?
T1 with that
Like saying it's
operator
like
in
a
the
bad
third
thing,
round,
but actually I think it's
they
I
know
think
with
one
how
a
well
week is
Xcure
like
is
good
playing,
in this
they
game.
will be able to get into
I think 1 a week is
this
great
tour
in
de
this
force
game.
potentially
Actually having a
in this
good time
fourth
to
round.
anti and stuff, it's pretty
So managing
sick.
their economy nicely, and of course Zeta knows it. They're being a little bit more
I
cautious.
just think it's
You
such
have
such more of a
Sugar
mind
Zero
game than
up
CS.
on
So much
top
more changes.
of that rubble, allowing the
Whereas
one
they
way
just have
there,
the
so
same
you don't
stuff
know.
over
Pick
and
up with
over
the
again. It's like maybe a smoke bloom's
Oh.
different.
They're actually readdressing
You don't have
that
to like
anxiety,
learn or
and
think
Laz is
about
still
other stuff
holding
of
with the
how to
op
play.
all the way on stairs. So this could be good. Oh,
What
okay.
what a snake bite.
Yeah, that's going to flush him out too. All of those smokes, though, is flushing out Sugar Zero, but this is where it gets tricky because now they think that they have that safe space, but Laz is still waiting for a chance to go for that strike. Nice little smoke as we see. Does give them that control outside of Rubble and still kind of obscures the vision here for Laz.
Yeah, Altorb going to be picked up. That brings in the Nightfall for Carpe. Going to let it loose. He's going to catch Sugar
It's
Zero.
one.
I think,
Okay,
just
they
on the
can
tail
just
end
send
of
it with
Laz
this.
has to TP out as well.
Yeah, this is just going to be
We get a
perfect here
good
for
plant.
T1.
We've got to keep an eye on
Flush out everything. No
over
kills,
towards
though,
B.
so
This is a
this
big
is gonna
buy
be a
round, so
5 versus 5 on
lovely
that retake.
nades.
Saya player
Yeah, that stops
committing
the
the
dude.
nets. Okay.
Sugar Zero
That was
tanked this
interesting.
fully.
I was watching it.
I was watching him and I
Oh,
thought, why has he
God,
not
that's a
moved
great
yet?
bait and switch actually picks up the 2K. Dev is so fast. The Roadrunner.
Damn,
if
bro.
he can't actually
He
just
is owning
bombard
this
Xcure
round.
At this point,
This is such a
he's
hero
alone. He
play.
can't really
Okay,
play that
didn't get it
aggressive
half.
because his TP's right outside of tree here. They're trying to wallbang him, but he's
Yeah,
just
and
straight up
that is
refusing
not a
things.
good plan.
Can they even stop
And you
him
know who
from
we're gonna have to be
going
blaming for
all
this?
the way? They do not.
It's another one.
What a deep use from Zeta
But was it
Division on this
actually Little
retake.
Bro? It wasn't Little Bro that did this, right? I'm pretty sure this was a normal one, right?
Oh, and okay, we have another important moment coming through. It is going to be Saya player reaching his 1,000th kill.
That was
in BCT
nuts,
Pacific.
though.
Congratulations,
From
Saya.
depth,
We saw
that is a
Munchkin
straight
the other
up.
day find his 1,000th. Huge from Saya.
That is a
And
straight up
tremendous
just hero
duelist
round. This
for T1, but I mean these bait and
gets
switches
through,
just saw
and
the
he
previous round
baits
as
out
well.
the second shot as well.
It's
The
so
first
difficult to
shot
deal with
missed because of
how
him, and the
fast
second shot missed
Dep
because
is
he
to
baited it
react.
out as well over
He's
towards
so
elbow,
good at
over towards tree.
restabilizing
Sorry.
after a dash. Getting his aim under control. Laz with that op again. Has to back out. Doesn't like what he sees. Doesn't have any help just yet. You do have Euron sliding in. But up on top of the mound. Izu. Find that shot. Nope. Laz is going to give up the angle.
Yeah, knows exactly where
Okay,
you know,
T1
Laz is going to be holding that.
with an
Just do not
with
want to
an op.
challenge it for as long as possible. Now they know. Laz is
Surely
gonna be
they give
here.
him enough time to take a
Euron
pick
is
this
assisting
time.
just in case.
Surely he gets
Saya player.
It's all fake.
surely gets a bit of freedom on this one.
Here.
And they bought a ton of attention from Zeta. You know, now Sugar Zero gonna have to come up pretty big. Dep within range to help. Sugar Zero just has to TP out because of the util.
Okay, question mark
T1
creates
really
is
toying
again the
with Zeta
T1
here.
been good at
Giving
the
them
moment. They insert one over
second guess
towards C.
Where
They
T1
go back
wants
over
to
towards A.
actually make their
Wait
hit.
to see if they can hear any
Saya player heard
rotates,
all of that too,
or at
so
least
there's
if they
no
come back and try and
busy for
take
a
map
couple
control
seconds
after
here. That's
losing
the
map
contact
control
word.
with the inserted
You
player.
they didn't
And
wanna
then they
play
stroll
with the
in,
timing's gonna be
and again
perfect
they're
for
against
Saya
the
right
chamber,
now
so
because
war
Euron's not
contacting
gonna be
in
expecting
is
it.
actually
Upgrades into
much
the
more of a
Phantom.
thing.
As Huron now playing close and personal, Izu gets knocked down. Huron, here's his time to shine. Gets that cover in
Damn,
with the smoke.
he
He's
played
played
great
around
as well.
perfectly up until
Oh.
Saya player gets them. Laz!
And he
Too
TPs
quick
away.
with the trigger
Okay,
discipline on
2v2
the op,
and the
but it's
chambers
up
both
and
have an
shot.
op.
We're going to be seeing a fight right now between both of the snipers. And now it's down to Dep. He's down to 4
Oh.
as well. The pistol!
Oh.
You don't
Bro,
need it because
he's
Dep's
so
got the
good
headshot.
right now.
He's
His
got the
two,
reaction.
he has
He's got
4
the
kills,
clutch.
and
I
it is
just
the most
love the way
impactful
that
4
Dep
kills we've seen so far.
utilizes his mobility as Neon to set up Laz
Double
there.
entry on the retake,
I mean,
round
he's done it
before
time and
this,
time again, and it
and then
keeps
in the
working
2v2,
because he's so
both of the
good at it,
kills.
and then he's so fast. I mean, this.
And that would have
This is
wrecked him
great
money-wise
here.
as
Keep
well.
that
Holy.
showstopper from killing him. Great anticipation. That reaction from
Losing to the
Stefan
eco.
Carpe was absolutely disgusting. Goodness.
Yeah, even that one X-rayed as well. Was he looking somewhere on the side already, thinking that Depp pushed in? Because he did not feel like he was ready for that swing from Depp, for sure.
Yeah, you might have thought he headed towards waterfall side.
Yeah.
I think that's the assumption there. Now look at
A
all
neon
these ults.
ult. And
Don't have to use
does
the
that mean
tour
we
force.
just
You have the
insta
thrash,
send
you
it?
have the overdrive.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There it is.
Send it, and we don't have a backup gun, so you
I'll
imagine
show
he's
you my
gonna
power.
absolutely
We'll
send
see
it.
how it goes as Depp is rushing in on the back of the side. This is ours now. Hold on, though.
Holy
It actually
hell.
fall pretty badly for them. Sugar Zero.
Whoa.
A bit too
Dude,
much on
nice
that
kill
one,
to
and that's gonna
Mizu
leave
there.
immediately Laz by himself. Thought that was going to be quite different, but Zeta, you know, kind of overbit the thing.
Dude, if they had a different
situation.
comp,
Yeah. That
it'd
one,
work pretty well.
pretty
And
aggressive.
then trying to think how you could
but
make that
you're trying to
better.
rely on
Like an
them
eye
having,
that went
you know, couple
over
great
here
rounds, and
somewhere.
just
Yeah.
trying to Emperor Palpatine him there. This doesn't
Where you have the
quite go
wall.
through.
You throw an eye like
It's-
over
I
towards
don't
here
mind
while
it
they're
from Zeta.
focused
Again,
on
I
this.
I like it
The
when they
eye
show
then
aggression
scans.
like that because they don't do it all the time.
An eye on
Don't
this
do it a
corner
lot.
would make that one
And
better.
It's now in T1's head. That being said, T1 reads that beautifully.
But it's
Just
hard because you need to use
perfectly
util over
positioned.
towards here.
Ah, there we go.
Well, they see each other. Yeah, and Saya's like, never mind. Let's let somebody else deal with this.
Now has to try and save this up in hand, but he's been pretty good at just that, exactly that, right?
How much
Remember
money
the
they
time
got?
where
Ooh,
he
they
got
don't have too
pushed
much
and he had,
money.
like,
They can't go
Shorty
too
in hand,
heavy
gets
for
the
this.
clutch still
I wouldn't
is
even be putting
insane
anyone
to
into
reach
this.
that position, so should be able to save this one into the next round.
I'll be
Especially
curious to
as
see.
most likely their
Zeta's
eco
guns are
anyway.
pretty low. If they toss this op over to somebody else and then bring out the tour de force from Laz,
Yeah.
I would
They
like
don't
to
have a
see
fade?
that.
Oh yeah. Dude, they have a
But I don't know
gecko.
if
It's
they're going
easier
to. Looks like
anyway.
They might just stick with Laz on the op. We'll see.
They have a
But
gecko,
this is
then
just so
it's
well
real
read. Yeah,
easy.
they're just expecting him to come out of that corner. Easy
Flash
read
over the top
every
here.
single player. That's a great transfer too. So nice.
The wingman
from T1.
floor,
Great
flash off
anticipation.
wingman contact, dizzy
Probably
over.
also thinking, what the heck is happening with the push that they're kind of doing with
Hey,
this.
he just dizzy,
Trying
you
to toy with
wingman
us
like
here,
this, right,
beat
and
him
then
down.
dizzy over.
Well, now they're doing the same thing right now for that rubble control.
Woman
See how
flash if
effective these stuns
the...
can be.
Oh.
Laz is alone. He might have to be forced to TP out right now. And safety. Is it really his safety or their safety if he needs to get to TP
Still,
out
they
there?
get over towards
Great
the
take on
site,
Saya
and we
player.
don't have
They're in there
other
with
guns
him.
to retake this one. I wonder if they attempt to
it's-
use Fischl a little bit.
Laz is
Depp has a
showing that
hero gun
consistency,
as
that
well.
speed that you need out of his chamber to get these
A
rounds.
lot of map
that
control.
are very difficult winnable. Clear the
Ooh.
trademark.
I was
Next
going to say,
screen
does he
also
keep
being
pushing?
spotted by the trademark here. Thrash used for that retake. They're not seeing anyone on the side. It's a double swing coming around from T1, and someone actually got hit here. Could be bad. Ooh, Depp got caught on the steps. That's going to be too good. Paranoia's been used up. The smoke. Russ finds it through his smoke as
Holy,
well.
that kind of got
Huron.
close,
He's got
man.
two already,
Oh, that's
and
unlucky.
He whipped out
Um,
his knife. Unfortunate as he tried to reposition quickly if he could.
I mean,
Not gonna
T1 will
happen
take
this
the
time
win
as
of getting the
X3 was all
Fischl
up
out
in
of
his
them.
face.
That's for sure.
Oh my. I mean, it's
Fischl,
not a bad
Fischl,
info
Viper
for
ult
Zeta.
into the low
Yeah,
buy.
all things being considered, but
win.
now X-Cure's got an op again. Laz, not. Did he use the tour de force?
Oh.
I mean, yeah, Depp just couldn't get up there. He got spotted where he couldn't see. Like, his head was still behind the smoke, so he couldn't see through it while his gun's sticking out.
Oh my god, bro.
Love the spam of the guy
Easy.
defusing,
All
yeah.
right, Laz is going to use the
Hey, it's
tour de
my
force.
lineup.
Okay.
Which one do they do?
All right, now it's his time to
Yeah, the one that gets the
try to
corner.
go in aggressive.
Yeah. Now you've got the Nightfall from Carpe to worry about, as well as the
You
pit
can have
from
two different
Rossi,
lineups.
so
There's one that gets the corner and one that
wanna
goes
try
a
to
little bit deeper in the
prevent
choke
them
point.
from planning as best
Oh
you
my
can.
goodness,
There's that
insta
Nightfall.
fatal. We got
Huron's
a
gonna get caught. He just
chamber
takes the knee
trip.
in the face.
Yeah, you saw that he wanted to kind of capitalize on that snake bite. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen in Huron. What is up with him trying to play around these utils? It blows up in the face of the two young ones, the rookies of same division. And that's going to be...
Yeah, and the
well,
the
site
reply
taken.
back
There's
is
still Laz with the operator
pretty
here, so he can do
nuts,
some
man. We
damage.
got
Izu is caught in the slow, and that's what they wanted to happen
Uh-oh.
right then and there. The push out, Rossi holding with the shorty at close range. Sugar Zero making the impact.
Bro, Laz is
Good.
farming on this
Laz
one. Okay,
unfortunately
dude, the
falls to
chamber's
X-Crit as he picks
having
up the 3K.
mad jewels
Thought it
at the
was gonna
moment.
possible,
Every time
but
there's
T1 holds their
opera
own.
and ult
I mean, this is just
kind of going in. We got 12
The
to 4, 8
rookies
to 7.
not having the proper reads.
Yeah,
not having the proper
maybe they're
protocols
getting a
in
bit
place
too
to deal
aggro
with
over
that
towards
utility
B when
from
they're going
Carpe.
in.
I mean,
Like this
I
one,
don't know why you're sticking around on that Nightfall.
yeah, when a fatal hits
There's-
you and
you
you're not
could
going to
dodge-
get
you could
anything
dodge
from
that.
it, you got to
Yeah,
get out of
To be
there.
honest, I mean, the shorty's a great call here, knowing that
Like you could
Depp's gonna be
molly,
running
you
at
could
trying to
molly
get point
in,
blank on that
but
B
that
site.
should be happening a little bit
That's a
earlier, I
really
guess.
smart stuff from T1, but I think for sure Zeta, you You got to make it clear to these rookies. The fade util, don't mess with it unless you got backup.
Yeah, 100%. They tried to play tricky, right? Get that one up, but T1 at that point just so sharp with how they kind of follow up on their plays and such.
Chamber 2 trips is bad, yeah. And Chamber's in a good spot.
As well there.
Just
So now, just gonna try to iron things out if they can. Couple more seconds.
people
into
just
this
don't want to
timeout.
play it at the
Same
moment.
thing with T1 here, though. You did at least hear. You know,
I think
that
Chamber's in
player
a really
kind
good
of
spot.
crossing
I think it can
He's
definitely
feeling
get
that
played a little
pressure.
bit more. It's just the
Two-round
fact that,
differential.
man,
Again,
info
this is still
sentinels are
up
just
in Zeta's
insane.
alley because they got that first win on Vine. So there's so much.
Like info sentinels are just
I guess
easy
just,
to
again,
play
pressure
with.
for T1 here to not really
And
lose too much.
like
too much
Chamber's a
control here
little
against Zeta
bit
Division.
reliant on just
And
the
You're
players.
not in the danger zone
Like a
yet
lot of
for
coaches
Zeta.
don't like that, I
You're
think.
much, I think,
In terms of like
probably
if
more
one of
comfortable
these
on
have
your
a bad game
attacker
and they're on
side
a
with this comp
chamber,
on this map, I
you're
would
pretty much
assume.
lost.
Yeah.
They got to be
So,
hitting.
Like, it is what it is, but there's little mistakes that are costing you rounds that should be easily cleaned up. A lot of rubble control taken, fast, pacey stuff so far from T1. Are they going to continue all the way to A this time? So far, they've been really good at changing angles, but so far, Zeta's been holding on.
Heavy flood on this one. Does Omen TP out? Are we sticking? Yeah, dude, I love this spot, man. They use it a lot.
Depp actually holding close, and they're not able to scan out against Sugar
That's
Zero.
unlucky, man. Give him
Limited
give him a
amount
couple of
bullets,
extra bullets.
and that's going to be all up onto Laz. He got money.
Yeah, see
has a
Zeta
chance,
now.
he has time
They've
here.
done like 5
Double
pings
sat
here,
on
just
tree
talking
for
about the
T1.
fact that Extra
Expert
plays
is
on top of
holding on
this.
steps as well as the possible flank here from Laz, but he's already onto the site. He's gotten here earlier than expected, so he's got a lot of time to at least work with before that spike explodes, so he can at least take his sweet moment to maybe clear as many
Dude,
angles
trip
as possible.
swing.
Gets close into the corner, the double swing. That's a double up as well from T1.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you see that so many times at that angle where there's 2 players in tree just holding a high-low, one
Yeah.
crouched, you know, one standing and just waiting for you with open arms. Almost impossible to break. So, not much you can do there. That's, yep, Hirodon kind of caught out in the open. This retake is just a little bit ahead of T1, actually. I saw the relay bolt come out from Depp before the Paranoia came out from T1. So, he's just kind of... They panicked a little bit, to be honest, and that cost them some util that they maybe.
Right, another big buy run for Zeta, and they go down to Nico again if they lose it. Laz committed, but it can obviously TP out. At least got the Omen flash out of them. And once they see the chamber, they're like, well, why would a chamber be here with such a heavy stack over towards A? They're just
No
not.
matter who's going to be here, as long as it's not going to be that.
This is one of the problems with the chamber setup as well. You can have pretty good reads.
Now throwing out the Viper's Pit as well. So this is going to be a retake through the Viper ultimate. We'll see how that goes. The rest of T1 scrambling a little bit. X-Grid with still same position that we saw from him. Saya player going to get caught right now as he falls right back. That's good retake utility right now for Zeta, but they only get that heavy control as they fall down to the site. The jaws of T1 come in for the chop, and that is going to be a quick little bite, and Zeta
Well,
is down
that was
7-3.
a slaughter. Yeah, as soon as they see the chamber take the TP there, they pretty much know the whole setup. They know that A's clear.
A again. It had been
Sometimes it's good to just throw in some
relatively
random
undefended
stuff.
by Zeta previously, and this time it's left completely undefended by Zeta. Get the plant down, you get the pit down. You know, you're able to dodge the initial util dump in terms of losing any players. And then they just set up
I like the
crossfire,
post-plant
all of Zeta
positions
coming
from
the same
T1 as well.
direction. That's stuff I don't like to see.
Keep talking about how like
Gotta spread the map a little bit there,
this
Zeta.
area, you see like all the raises
They're
just
trying to
go
rely
to
on
this
Depp
area because
breaking
it's just
through and
so
opening up
strong.
space, but
Which had like 2,
T1
3 here.
anticipating
That
it at drop
that's nice.
with that mosh. Here we go, big contestation.
Oh, Saya player. He's stunned, but Depp can't really see anything.
Wow, how can he
Through
see
the
him?
Paranoia, I take back what I said. I take back what I said from Depp, but maybe that's going to be too much for him to handle. Thankfully, Laz was there to assist, so dust settles. It's a 2 versus 2. All players now playing outside of A site.
Oh.
There it is, another ultimate
Oh,
from
no.
Norman. He's trying to run through the big
Jewel,
door,
guys,
but
it's Jewel.
no! It does not open in time. Unfortunate. Laz right now gets thrown everything, and he cannot push through this. Snakebite and Viper Smoke as well, right in front of his face as Rossi is going to be holding the position. Teammate planning. Shorty in hands of both of the players right outside of Baby Door. They back away, and that's going to be another double up here from
Yeah,
T1.
you could
This
see
time,
the
Spike was planted.
the experience
not
diff
really
essentially.
in the face of
But Laz
Trace.
is just like,
Here's
well,
an
we gotta
opportunity
fight
right now
this.
for Laz to sneak in.
Upgrade gums, but they're going to hear that.
Yep. Open opens the door. 2-on-1. He can isolate here as he keeps rotating in, but
Unlucky,
T1,
there's a lot of rounds at the moment.
These guys, they know how to dance.
Especially with a chamber comp.
Yeah, T1
They normally
here is
put up
just
a little bit more on defense.
Yeah, okay, we're going to keep hitting A until you can stop us.
Yeah.
And at least this time there's quite a bit of congestion. Saya gets up high, sees a freebie. Hirodon gets a little too far outside of that smoke trying to go for his util. I don't know how Def gets 2 in the middle of this. That's just absolute madness, but still though, I mean, near impossible for Laz in those clutch situations like that, especially as a chamber. That's one of those situations.
Doesn't KO pick that much on Lotus.
Limited.
It's like hard info. You kind of want hard info in terms of like corner checks as well. I think KO's a little bit underrated on this map. When I saw
it's the last round in this
plus it was Foot to play it in the off season. He didn't look too bad, but sometimes it's like
feeling confident right now.
the info just doesn't help you sometimes when it's not like
T1 not gonna allow that to happen actually.
like pure info.
No
The
TPs
Prowlers
right
are too
now that
good.
they're seeing
Like Prowler,
here
Skydog,
at
and
Blink.
Drone on this map is like
Side
really,
player
really
as
strong.
he scans everything.
A little bit
Somebody
like
brings it
Split,
in,
right? When you
Laz
don't
does
have
not
this,
take damage from that
when you don't have
showstopper,
it, you kind of
as he was a bit farther away.
see some of the teams
But
struggle
this
a
is gonna
bit to
be
actually
retake
get
right now,
util
5 versus
hits.
5. Def coming in. What a paranoia! The swinging from Carpe, they were so prepared
can they
for
save
this
him?
one. And right now, that is going to be big punishes coming through. Out as Laz comes in for the swing, leaving Rossi by himself. He's got the rifle in hand, but
Alright,
Sugar Zero was there to just
four and a
intercept.
pistol is maybe
what a
doable.
retake
We'll
here from
see.
ZETA Division.
Yeah, this is more what you want to see on these retakes, is coming from different angles, playing off of each other, bouncing off the utility. I mean, a phenomenal paranoia and shot from Izu, but it's just not enough. Too much ZETA for them to handle.
But I mean, if teams
a
can
nice
make
thrash as well
a,
gets a connection.
if teams can,
Much better thought out
if
there.
Foot can make a
from ZETA. An 8-4. I mean, ZETA again.
what is it again?
like, slightly
Sage,
better on their attacker
Sage
side of this
Cypher.
map
Then
overall.
maybe
So that's
maybe
gotta be
the
a little
KO is
scary
the
for
one.
T1. It's
Whoa,
gonna be in the
what
back of your
the?
head, so you want to have a
Bro,
good start. You'd love to
Symmetry,
get
you
the pistol.
always just drop 50
really
bombs.
Shut ZETA out of this and just dash ZETA's hopes.
Just
of making
just
the playoffs
another
at all, 'cause the
another
2-1
50 bomb from Symmetry.
makes
Holy
it
hell,
near
chat! You know what to do.
impossible.
Get the Slug Oilers
Fondly
going.
remember
Get the Slug
that,
Oilers
I
spam
think it
in.
was Will that mentioned
322
it's,
altogether. Bro, that number
once again,
is
that the
getting
Neon
it's
is a
getting
pretty
high
good
pretty
counter
fast, man. Thanks
against
so much for the
Chamber when you're
support.
on the attacking side. Just
It's
because you
nuts,
can use
dude.
that relay bolt to really flush out, you know, force that reposition without you
The
really getting that
50.
contact. You know how
Dude,
to
you never go
handle
for small
the
numbers.
hits of the stuns because
You're a
gonna,
madman,
mess up
honestly.
the X-Grid's
Alpane with the Prime as well.
confidence
Thank
if
you
he
so
gets
much
hit
for
by
that.
it. So,
Dude,
something
11
gotta
on
just watch
top.
out
What do
for as
you-
we're heading into that second half, especially when
What's
you know,
going on?
X-Grid starts to bring out that operator in
Bringing
the
up
later
to
rounds.
3-3-3. I see. Okay. Thank you so much.
Right? Like,
Damn,
Def
bro,
was causing him nightmares. It's so
61
hard to keep track of that
subs.
as a chamber.
Yeah.
And you saw it a little bit with Laz in a way against the.
You do a
the
50 and then you
blast
just
backing
do
of Sire, right? It's a
11
similar
on top
concept
as
where
well.
it's that speed
Nuts,
that's
man.
Tough to,
Chat, keep it going.
your
Keep
aim
the
in
Slug
place,
Oiler spam
take
going.
down
That's
with that headhunter,
61 subs. That's
and
insane.
The operator in particular.
Thank you so much, man. I
yeah,
really do
it is
appreciate
something
you.
that ZETA has in their favor, is depth and that util and that speed of the Neon.
So crazy.
is absolutely gonna be
Man
what
for
I
CB
am
with the Prime as well. Thank you
keening-
so much.
keening
Thank you
in
very
on
much.
for sure. Because
If you
it's
got
given
gifted
a
as
lot
well,
of
make
teams
sure you
a lot
say
of
thank
benefits.
you
And
to
Def
Symmetry.
will start pushing angles that you don't expect him to. Like, he'll push all the way in the spawn.
Make sure you add him and say
off
thank
his
you.
speed, and
Okay,
he'll
Zeta
catch
on
players
defense. Sorry, Zeta on
flat-footed
attack now,
back
and
there.
I
Yeah,
think they
so
need
you
a
gotta be
pistol.
So ready for him.
Especially against the
it's
chamber,
tough.
you gotta
So
gotta
good
get
at
a pistol. Yeah.
He
You know,
does this a lot too on
Crazy, crazy guy.
duelists, right?
A G
So
high as well with the
you can
Prime.
add
Thank
that
you so much, man.
Speed boost. You're
Thank you,
absolutely
thank you.
Ooh, they're
That's
crossing.
so
Let's go T1.
Three players
What's the
to
third
T1
map?
waiting
Sunset?
I hate watching this. I get like a pit in my stomach that X-Garrett's just gonna pull the trigger.
Drop the smoke. Let's see who's the
Oh,
real
Def-
contact. Oh, Def just sees them.
Dude,
All right, that's it. That's
That
it.
took no damage
No
though.
more contact here. Let's just go on 3.
If I
It's
actually
a lot
found
more
the
easier
triple
for
stack
us.
and
Let's
took
just
no
go for
damage.
this. Yeah, that's gonna be that. ZETA go for this post man quite quickly. Look at how
Yeah,
far
it's the
forward
plan
though,
against
4
the
players
wall,
of
and we're
ZETA
about to
are
take good
holding
map
onto this
control.
one. That's gonna be the
And honestly, this is a rough retake for the T1. The thing is that they have Omen Flash.
Coming in, but they could not capitalize in time.
They Omen Flash back, and they didn't manage to get too much map control.
A Saya player a bit too far from the situation, tries to sneak one in, and he is cut. 1, 3 more. It's gonna be difficult. Uses that nade to isolate.
Okay,
Def
nicely.
coming around the corner.
Nicely
That's gonna
handled.
be a round win here for ZETA.
Yeah, that's massive.
I mean,
for
yeah,
ZETA
this
to get
retake's too
pistol
hard.
round win.
Once they
Really keep
let him have
themselves
that
in
map
this map
control.
For sure.
Too many people
And
are
it's
alive.
good patience
Black
here on
Balloons
the
as
part
well
of
with the
Zeta.
Prime. Thank you for the 5
Just
months. Thank you. And the
perfectly
Mitts
sneak in
as well with the
by
Prime.
the
Thank you
tree
so
door.
much.
Wait it out. Depp gets a little bit of contact.
Subs just
but
got crazy
they
right now.
know he
Holy.
sees 2 players there, and he's like, oh, they've got 2 in stairs.
Yeah.
On to site we go. It's very unlikely that there's going to be a 3rd on site.
Yeah.
You know that on Lotus, they're going to have to spread
Problem with
the
that,
map,
Blake,
so that's
is, man,
good
just
recognition, good play calling.
Every agent
from
at the
Zeta.
moment is
See
just
if they
better
can
than
keep it up.
ISO,
Saya
really.
is going to grab a Marshall as he is wont to do.
You could have a one and done
These
that
eco
one with
rounds.
ISO, but long term
Damn
it's not a
good.
thing.
Now- oh,
Lovely
there you
shot.
go. There you go, lads.
Yeah. Put it on the board on these chamber 1v1s. No players at all here for T1 on C Mound, so they just put the one-way smoke, just 2, right? And kind of coax maybe Zeta to push on that A site, but Zeta's not biting for
And
this.
it's kind of
at
looking
least
like
for
the
now.
gamble.
Exactly.
I mean, we'll
Zeta's
see.
super worried that they're going to just
We'll see what they
flood
do.
from some angle and try to overrun them. But, the chamber player is going to want to get out
That
there
was
and find
map
some value
1.
out of those headhunters. And
One of the
again,
muddiest
that's the one
binds I've
thing where
ever
I
seen.
I do feel like Laz is
Really was.
better than his
Fun
chamber
though.
counterpart is in those 1v1s. Now, Xcurit is phenomenal. We saw it in that
Mod
first
cinema.
half. He is absolutely insane. Do not
Okay,
get
they
me
picked the
wrong
right
at all.
site. Let
I just think Laz
who
is
can
a
farm a
little
little
more
bit.
reliable. And I love the way that Laz, they have so much confidence in him that he can just sit by
Yeah, we'll
himself
see,
on the other side of the map.
see when
do
they
this all
decide
the
to
time
stop
on
farming.
Lotus. Get the plan.
These 2
and
are allowed
Laz can
to
just chill,
die.
do his own thing. He's so reliable that the rest of the team can just focus on themselves. And he can get information off that. He can make his calls off of that. It's why Lotus has been such an effective map for Zeta.
Now Zeta Division.
What would happen if coaches could talk to players after every
They're
round?
just gonna be coupling up.
And
This is just a solo round
non-fragging
for
IGL
T1 on
dies
this
pretty
retake.
fast.
You can see that they're just trying to clear up as many angles as they
Make sure you
possibly
have a
can.
couple of
And
mid-rounders.
Another one as he pushes forward, and he's just picking up all the kills, charging up that tour de force if he can. He's so aggressive too. Might be
Damn,
able to
bro.
catch
What
Isu.
the?
You talk about the 1v1s of Laz, and it was a little bit skeptical, but now I'm a total believer, 100%. Give him the ace. Come on, we haven't seen an ace at this point on this game or this map. Excuse me.
Yeah, absolute
We got
shots.
one ace. We got the pistol,
yeah.
the opening pistol round ace from
Is the
Carpe.
non-fragging?
I mean,
I mean,
Laz
yeah,
is-
it is. The non-fragging
He's
IGL is dying, but that would have killed it fully at the beginning. It wouldn't have
He's
even been
so
a thing.
clean. It's like they magnet their heads on his crosshair too.
When he's on, dude, he's. I mean, he is some of the. He can beat just about anybody in the world when
Yeah.
he is on. He is that good.
Oh, he's a monster when he's on. Yeah, he's so good.
just a slight laugh from Laz.
That's
I mean, he's
you know,
he
heroes
just carries when
struggle.
he's on
Yeah.
chamber every
The
single
Marshall, a
time.
Spectre, but a couple rifles. Oh my God!
Ooh, they're trying to run through this. Plenty of smoke being thrown right now.
And instant reaction
by
over
both teams
towards
on
C, and
Rubble
C
here.
is definitely the
And
right
Zeta-
site.
Yeah,
Marshall-
And I tell you what,
That
they're in
Marshall,
a
they're gonna try to
good
maybe
position
pressure
right now.
Laz. Try to
Bonus
shut him
round
down.
goes in. Like Laz obviously doesn't
like
have
this
the
T1.
best gun, but he has the backup K-shot.
This is so smart. They know they have
4v5. I tell you what,
Back as far as
they are
can
in a
play
good
as well.
spot still. They take
Euron
early
has
map
2
control,
snake
they
bites.
clear
He
all
wants
of
to just
this.
throw it right now
They
in
got
the,
a lot of
entryway
utils
towards
still.
Mound, so he's going to be able to cut as much timing as possible here as T1's just scrambling right in.
We got a
Using
lot of
an
mollies
expert,
for this. We
wants
got
to
another
sandwich all
molly
the
as
way through
well.
Waterfall, but it's kind of unaware of
He
how
then got
far
mosh pit.
C's, like players like Sugar Zero really are here on that C site. A couple of relay bolts being thrown right now by Depp to slow things up. Paranoia comes in. Great delay tactics here all throughout.
Their
the
delay is
division.
so nice.
Euron, he's holding this perfectly, and T1 are falling
Yeah, this
apart.
was solid. Nicely done from ZETA. I mean, they managed to get into sight using next to no util, really.
From Zeta, the way that they
They
keep
used an
staggering
Omen
that
flash, and that
utility,
was about it.
one
They then
after
took a
the
lot of
other.
map control.
Snake
Omen
bite
was in
into the
charge
mosh,
of getting
into the
heaven.
relay bolt, into
No one went
another
over
snake
towards
bite.
heaven, so
I
they
mean,
all
it's
could just focus
so
over towards
beautiful.
here.
Euron holds
They're
his
just
angle
chucking
so,
mollies
so
against the
nicely,
wall.
and then the backup from Hero to
And then the best thing
so
was,
well-timed there.
Omen flash goes in
I
to hit
like
them,
what T1
and they
does in that
dizzy
round.
over back.
It's just
There,
the protocols from Zeta were
that
better.
was nice.
That's just all that really was to me. There's a Thrash for Hero, but now you got an Odin for Euron. Odin Gobert.
And T1 took a bit of a gamble over towards B.
Yeah, you saw Science
I mean B and
both
A,
go
really.
right on the crosshair of that Odin that Euron was holding. Now, Zeta, they got everything in the bag here. I mean, in terms of this round at least, right? T1's low on creds. They got so much control on these 3 avenues going into the sites that you don't really see T1 anymore kind of fighting for it.
Yeah, Xcurit needs to knock a couple down if they push his angle, if they have any hope. You know, there's Sheriffs. They're good with the Sheriffs. don't forget, Carpe, Izu, absolutely nasty with those sheriffs as well. So damage can be done.
Oh, he went back.
Yeah, this Thrash used to clear the site. Next Curate. See if he's going to be able to find the angle. Wingman is not going to be used to plant. A little bit of a fake.
Who gets the kills? Who gets close to their ult?
Yeah. Oh, that Paranoia is going to hit a bunch of them too. Here comes Zeta Division, still holding around the corner.
They kind of combos.
Great damage. Oh, that's going to be a catch-off. Look at this one. Still, they hold on true. Excurate. Does he have himself
They did good, man. The Omen Flash and the Fade Eye at the same time. Omen Flash tanked like all of them, I'm pretty sure. Maybe one missed it, and then the Fade Eye just all hit by the Omen Flash, so they couldn't see it.
I mean, this attacker's side is so fearsome for them. They're doing a great job reading the map.
Yeah, they even it back to 8-8 already, and T1, if they lose this, another eco.
Sugar Zero gets up on the box. See all the time with the Omens and the Raises, and if there's a Jet, sometimes they'll get up there too. Depth so clean as usual. Excurate, nasty stuff. Fortunately for him, it's just Laz waiting with that op. Now, you do have that Viper's Pit for Eurodon, so good ult cycles for Zeta to boot on top of just fantastic rounds. They can get another plant down. Some damage is taken through those snake bites of Rossi.
Yeah, they tanked a good amount of damage.
Early damage advantage is going to go T1's way.
I mean, Laz is going to be super aware for this angle.
Laz going to push this angle is the real question.
Like
is he ever gonna
5 seconds.
take it?
He's waiting for the contact from the rest of his team on to B.
Yeah.
Oh, Excurate is looking the other way as well. He's not feeling comfortable anymore. That slow coming in and almost a refresh.
Okay, but they at least know where he is. Saya's sending it.
From the player, as you can see, he's looking a lot chaotic. Dust settles, 4 versus 2. Great flick though from Laz. That's good damage. Now Sugar Zero.
I mean, Extra hits this shot, right?
Had his moments in the past. There it goes. Quick little plant and
I wasn't expecting it like that, but
smoke, excuse me, and that's going to be Excurate with 3.
Okay, now we gotta real pay attention, especially over towards here.
And it's the trademark really just
There's
sends
3
this round
people gonna get reset. That have a good amount of money. Laz can still get an op out. Maybe he has ult now.
Trademark is, well, that's the name of the ability. Like his, you know,
Well, he hit the shot, yeah, not how I thought it was. But
makes it easy for Excurate. And that makes the timing a little bit off between him and Laz to push that angle, right?
Yeah.
Because of that slow. Because you're waiting for Depp to go in with that neon speed, and then you're going to swing that angle as Laz. Instead, they're not able to do so. So one little piece of utility sends that round spiraling the wrong way for Zeta, and T1's finally able to get on the board in this half.
You want to play?
Dude, C's been weak a lot.
Creds right now for Zeta.
Yeah, I've never seen T1 start the op over towards B this much.
As the rest of Zeta follow him. They're actually bringing in Laz into this play as well.
Oh man, good
That's
luck.
only going to be the one player to kind of delay things, and it's going to be all onto Izu's hands.
He did so good. Yeah, they insta sent it in with the Omen Flash.
As he picks up the 2K.
He hit them all with the Paranoia. He hit the whole team
he literally
with the
hit them all.
And they kept trying to push, and he just shut them right down.
Oh, Laz knows. But that smoke kind of separates too. Izu does have assistance from Carpe here. Door was open, so they're kind of thinking, have they gone for that rotation? But since we do have that trademark from Excurate on B main, that's not really the case here. And T1, I think, have a really good grasp, but look at how far back some of the players on A side are at. The side players all the way through spawn. Oh, the contact's going to be here. There it is. They still know that it's going to be right outside. Oh my god. Hero shot coming out from Laz here. Not going to get a pick though.
Keep an eye on
and that's the first play. Not really working too well here
and
from
he
Zeta.
invested
Quick
though.
TP out,
And he
Sugar
didn't
Zero.
check left.
Rossi, stab him.
Rossi, don't, my guy.
There it is at the back of things.
For
And that's
God's
going to be spiked down as well. Laz, he's got
I can't believe he
ultimate,
didn't
so
check
there's no real savers
left
as
there.
he goes in, rushing into the A site to maybe get a pick if he can.
Good luck. They're not going to give him anything.
Oh
here.
yeah, I was nervous for him, man.
Zaya players too fast for Laz to reaggress, and that's
check left with the ult.
Beautiful stuff. I mean, Izu wins this round almost single-handedly. One Paranoia. Again, it's one piece of utility that sends Zeta spiraling. 2 rounds in a row, and I almost want to take a timeout. I need to see Zeta start spreading the map a little bit. I mean, this is just insanely good stuff from Izu.
Yeah, I was about to say too, he got stunned as well by the relay bolt, so that was not an easy position to be in. I thought that Zeta Division was just going to be able to rush right in. That was honestly good execute in terms of what they were throwing out for Zeta, but Izu still somehow manages to pick up those really stellar picks, or really stellar kills.
Yep. It's
Stun. I mean, it's just stun against Omen Flash. Omen Flash is way better.
a little bit dicey for Zeta. It has to be in the back of Zeta's mind that we have to close it out on this map. T1 knows it. T1 just wants to win so they get in the playoffs. I mean, it's everybody needs so much out of this game. The amount of pressure that these players are facing right now is immense.
The kerfuffle that was the first and second week of Split 1 has put us into this position where everyone is just, oh my god, I gotta get this win. This win
Could
condition,
you see a double draw this comp with Neon and York
Right
working in the future? I mean, you could make it work.
That still is a big threat.
The thing is, the issue is, again, when
I mean, this is the scary thing.
certain agents are this strong, like a lot of the time there's even Raze is so strong, so when you kind of think of double, when you think of double duelist, you're normally thinking of Raze, but it would work.
T1 in particular,
like, you can definitely make it work.
Be very scared of them. We know at their
They can
peak
combo
what they're
well.
truly capable of.
Yeah,
and it is scary.
It's just
not an easy game for both teams for
not
sure.
saying, I mean, there is
Side
better
players, though,
options.
Starts off this
Yeah, I was gonna
round
say not
after
saying they're better,
timeout
but there is better
with
options.
a quick push out with a showstopper, and everyone else.
Like, they
is
both
backing
struggle
away.
at the same thing,
Laz now
really
holding the
well,
angle
to an
here.
extent.
Saya
Yori can get through TP,
does not have
through
anything
choke
else
points,
to
I
actually
guess.
kind of just peek through on this one. Excret, what a bait and switch. Will get caught.
Power down onto the molly below him. The timing on that was
So he drops right down.
it was
just takes the
not
full
great.
brunt of that. 4 versus 4.
He had no
As
idea the
still,
molly was
Zeta
directly
excited.
behind him, I
Laz is
think.
gonna need help. He's gonna get pinched if he stays there. Swept through the door. All right, retake on.
Hero
T1.
dude, Hero One can never use his fish short.
There it is, a couple of one-way smokes being put.
Ooh,
Easy
into the
TPs
corner.
right
Looks
in.
a lot safer than it
Gets
actually
that
was.
first quick contact.
Okay, now he can use
Hero
fish short.
holds heaven. Quick little flank coming in.
Lovely
and
from
gets
him.
Hit. Cannot
No
get
time on this.
his weapon out in time, and unfortunately, Carpe's not going to get that damage as well. And all right, that's operated out of the hands of Laz, and maybe even out of the hands of Dap, but round still goes into the hands of Zeta.
Yep, and the ops recovered at least one of them because Execura top was up there. And Hirodon able to get a big mosh kill.
Yeah,
Good anticipation.
I mean, it's fine. Everyone
where
can buy
players
this.
might be going. I don't think that mosh was necessarily intended for the chamber.
They're in a
coming down
rough
off that
spot
box,
here.
but
Yeah.
it
This is
still
a
worked.
big,
I mean, I
big
think
round
he's just
again for
using
their
it to delay
reset.
As
One.
they, try to get the
Yeah, we
plan
got
down and
1,
everything.
2, and 3.
But hey,
We got 1 and 2.
take 'em
Okay,
where
we're
you can
finally
get 'em.
at just a
as
giant
an
swing
overdrive,
round.
looks like they will be using
Giant
it.
swing
Oh,
round at
maybe not.
9-10.
He did go for the rifle this round, so maybe saving it. Laz, once again, a B push. This time he's got some
T1
backup.
love
That
this.
trademark right around that corner.
My one criticism to T1 maybe
held
would be,
close.
and judging by how Zeta played against that
Power of
Razor
friendship.
Yeah, power of friendship.
on
Absolutely.
Bind, I think their ults are too,
Maybe get the slant down.
and their all rounds are too
Oh,
similar.
right in front of his face, too. That's going to be the one-for-one trade here on once more. Another one if he can. Does know that Excret has the tour de force in hand.
Oh
What a beat
my
from
God.
Excret, but Laz was right there for the refrag. Actually
What goes
uses the
into
quick
block
bounce back.
vision TP
Izu
across?
now onto
Got
the
anything
site,
to
starting to
react? Wait.
defuse it. They're going to try to pop a couple of shots.
The
as
Viper
Rossi's
volley's pretty
holding
far
the
away.
angle.
Hold
He's
up.
actually allowing him to just go in for the full
Damn,
defuse,
the
and
Viper
that
was
went
going all the
over
way
the
through
head
C.
of Zeta Division.
Smoke, block
What
vision,
just
smoke
happened?
on the spike, TP across, insta,
They just
stick,
weren't
and
the
then he
right
just
places,
held
and
it.
T1
Yeah, and the
recognizes
one
it.
person that had to kind of
Knows
be
if
there
he
to
can
create
sneak Izu
pressure
in there and Rossi
was
can
going
just
all the
hold
way
one of
round.
angles. If he can cut one of the players off,
And I mean,
No,
it was a
Zeta's
nice
not
round
expecting
from Zeta until this happened. They had a good
necessarily
read
player
on
to
where
get in
was
there that
weak
quick.
because
It's a
again,
good
they have a
start
good
for
read
Zeta.
when T1 have ults. No
good
doubt
relay
about it
ball
in my
connection
mind.
to set up the follow-up from
But
Hirodon.
yeah, this extra.
Then he just chills. I mean, you can see that they hold
The
their
Viper
triggers 'cause
going
they're
around
not
the
sure
world
what to do
did
off the
not
back of
pay
this.
off.
They're still trying to figure out where Rossi is. They don't know. They find out way too late.
Yeah.
That's a huge win for T1.
And the one person who can actually go for that shoot through the smoke has an operator, right? So
It's true.
lowers your chances. Lowers
very
your
true.
chances, yeah. Okay. Take a breath first. Zeta Division
And Dep
still have the money.
decides to take
We
the
talked about
hit.
this. Dep
Obviously
has
has
that
all.
overdrive as well. They're waiting right now.
Not
maybe
missing
just to
util on
put
someone else
T1
as well?
in a
Don't think
false
so.
sense of security. They kind of abandoned this approach onto A.
Well, wasn't
as
bad as I
that
thought it would be
T1's
because of
going
this
for that
ult.
rotation.
See if you can bait him to come around this corner. But they're wise to it. That Prowler, so smart there from Carpe, knowing the space that they had given up. And that could have been taken. Here you go, overdrive, Nightfall to answer. He's just going to use it to break the door.
Okay.
Damn, it hits
He's gonna
3
have a
pivoting over.
repercussion,
This could just
and
one-tap
Cypher
everyone.
does
Oh
only
my
get them.
goodness.
Does allow Rossi to
I was
stay
scared
around
for it there.
and get the first kill, second as well. Does not push through the mosh pit as that's going to take away his life. Izu now as well going in for the challenge. Does not allow Huron to stay into the side itself. Laz now coming in. They hear the footsteps. Goes in for the swing. And Izu stops him dead in the tracks.
Now the win maybe out
Yeah,
of
and
Zeta's sails
now the
for stage
now the
one.
money's just kind of stabilized T1.
One round away from
Look,
facing
T1 look fine.
essential elimination from the playoffs.
Had a couple of hero rounds, like this is a big round still.
It's going to have to be miraculous now. They looked good at the start of this half, but T1 now starting to play really, really well. Set up some of these traps. And Rossi's having a great day today. He's been not having any of those dizzies. We've seen him cut down before they even get to send out their flash. And they are really reading Zeta very nicely right now. I mean, in particular, Carpe in that round. Prowler to check the orb corner.
Yeah.
And then the Nightfall as well. That sends Depth scrambling to try to get something on B. And he's very weakened at that point because of the decay.
Spider sensors were tingling. Saya player's getting really close to this one. Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen to this. I mean, Izu's giving as much support as he can, too, as you can see. Oh, that they know exactly
Whoa,
what's
he got the guy
happening.
at the back.
First little contact. Yep.
What is going on in this one? 11 HP as well.
Sugar Zero does retaliate in time, but he's down to 11, 3 versus 3.
He got double
Rest of T1,
smoke
as you can
kill.
see, rotating in right now. Excret.
Does he take down the low HP though?
Just in case, so he wants
Yes,
to
he
take as much
does.
of
A
forward
lovely
angle as
shot. That
possible.
wasn't even a
Not
wall
getting
bang.
hit by the
That's a
snake
nice
bite, so no
shot,
damage done
dude.
at all. Huron pushes
Still
through
takes
on
down the low
waterfall.
HP and they kind of
Has
get a
to
little
go
bit
for
of
that
info
proactive
from
play.
it.
Backs away as well, knowing that Laz is going to be
Go
alone
to
by
check out
himself.
Rossi on this one. No info
Is
from
that big
behind.
fight coming in from Rossi too? And now the retake happens and the hold for Zeta has to come true.
It's going to be so difficult. This flank angle, it's timed well.
They're on the side already. Oh, this is close. Great positioning from Euron. Rossi's taking too long for this. I think he kind of realizes that maybe they're in the mound or something. That's the first pick from Excret. Now they know where Laz is. Time is ticking down. They need to move right in. Rossi running right back in. Laz picks up the rifle in hand.
Hey,
1v1
shout out to
onto
Rossi. Yeah,
Is there
read
gonna
this
be
well.
enough time? And I think he just
Yeah,
barely
he's
had
got it.
Easy, he's got it. No problem at all. No problem at all.
Yeah.
Only 0.36 left.
I was still looking at the monitor because I needed to make sure. But yeah, there we go. So we're gonna go to map number 3 for this one.
Yeah, and now Zeta's playoffs.
Yeah,
hope
we'll
are
see what
all
Sunset's
but
like.
dashed. And T1 one map away.
And Excret.
from finding
Excret's
themselves
a beast, dude. Both of the
potentially going
chambers
into
did
those
good,
playoffs.
honestly.
Woo. Yeah. Anyways.